Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to show the party I used to clear the final moment, the True Evil Mastermind. Now, before I begin, I will mention that this is probably the last time I'm going to do a battle without picking up any of the buffs whatsoever, right? Because I didn't pick up a single one. At the very least, I feel like I should pick up the Gallantry one, or the one that increases attack and int, to make your characters do more damage. You know, it shortens the fight, makes things quicker, and saves you a whole bunch of time. You know, even if I don't get the other ones, you know, just the time-saving element is huge. In any case, though, I'm going to begin, and here we go. So, the party I used for this battle is basically Transcender. What you need to know is there's two key things. First, Cyborg Upgrade will summon clones of your characters. And when the clone of the character exists, your character is silenced and cannot attack. Alright? So because of that, you have to eliminate the clones when they appear, more or less. And yeah, so it's very, very annoying. It's a random element, and you just gotta deal with it and get used to it, more or less. So that's the Cyborg Upgrade part. The second element of this is that the action order for Transcender is completely set. It will Cyborg Upgrade on turn 1, Rule of Fate on turn 2, Breath of Darkness on turn 3, do a single target attack that is magic based or int based on turn 4, then go back to Cyborg Upgrade after that. So it's a 4-turn cycle, endlessly. So the first two are physical damage, but since the Breath of Darkness, the key thing here is Breath of Darkness followed by the magic attack, because Breath of Darkness reduces your healing received by 80%. So you have to be able to survive after having 80% healing reduction. Alright? And you have to survive an int-based attack. So the best way to deal with that is, once again, Luna. Luna's talent of reducing magic damage is huge, especially if you combine it with, let's say, angels that have the 45% magic damage reduction. That would lead to 75% magic damage reduction right there. Stuff like that, right? So that's the basic idea. What I'm doing is I will have both Lana and Narm, who will be faction buffed by Luna, and they both have 3 range. So they can attack at 3 range endlessly. Narm can also retreat, move 2 tiles after attacking. And Rozenciel and Liana are both bringing Inquisitors, because they're crappy soldiers, and they do provide a slight healing increase effect. So by having the crappy soldiers, it makes them easier to kill when they are summoned by, when their clones are summoned by Cyborg Upgrade. And finally, Cherie is here with Holy Thunder and Raging Storm. Holy Thunder can displace the enemy target and restore some health, and Raging Storm, of course, restores 100% health. And the whole goal is I'm mostly going to concentrate the Liana's Act Again on Cherie, so she gets as many actions as possible. Alright, so this is the basic idea, right? Rozenciel provides Mass Crystal Healing on the turn where Cyborg is used. Other than that, Liana provides the Prayer on the turn when Breath of Darkness is used. And then Rozenciel does bring Miracle as an extra skill. And you can, and that's more or less sums it up. You can choose to replace it with this Magic Defense Break, but there's no real point because the only magic damage dealer is Lana. Alright. So in any case, that's the overview. Let's begin the battle and demonstrate how this works. So the first turn is when Transcender is going to drop the cyborgs. So I'm going to start with Luna, just triggering Wind God Realm here, buffing up Cherie a little. And then she's going to move here and faction buff. So now, Cherie can wrap around, use her displacement skill, Holy Thunder, to knock Transcender into the middle. And then she can just keep attacking Transcender. Liana's Act Again is saved for whenever the cyborgs appear, so she's not going to use it this turn. Alright, so she's just going to end turn. So she'll just move around and surround Transcender. Let's see. I'm going to have Lana strike with Dark Reaper, like so. And then Narm is basically doing the same thing with this Sky Archer attack. I can also choose to use Sun Piercing Arrow this turn, but I'd rather save it in case I need it for maybe Luna appears. Right. And then finally, Rozenciel will cast the Mass Crystal Healing in preparation for this Cyborg AoEs. Because Cyborg will AoE twice. First AoE, healed up. Second AoE, healed up. So, the enemies spawned are Luna and Cherie, which is interesting. Alright, completely manageable. I'm going to want to probably kill off Cherie first, so that I can free up my Cherie and go from there. So let's start with Narm striking Cherie with the Sun Piercing Arrow then. And enter. And I'm going to actually drop, this is a little bit late, I should have dropped it earlier, but I'll drop Thor now. And I'm going to want Thor to probably drop the Hammer of Thunder. It's just deciding where. This should probably be an okay tile for it. Bam. Do some damage to these characters. And allow Lana to strike and kill Cherie. There we go. And now I'm gonna have my Cherie start smacking Luna. So there's the attack. Okay. I'm going to act again, Cherie. And she's going to attack one more time. And down goes Luna. So whenever the clones die, there is the Breath of Darkness in the one tiles around that, the tile the character was on. And it does apply a debuff where your healing is reduced by 80%. But Cherie can totally manage it, so I'm not too worried about that one. There we go. And finally, Luna can now attack, Transcender. And then I'm going to have Rozenciel just melee strike too. Purely for the extra fixed damage. Rule of Fate smacks Cherie back. Alright, so this turn, Transcender will Breath of Darkness, the healing reduction effect. So, I need to gear up to deal with that. Well, first of all, having Cherie attack is not an issue because she has her exclusive 1-up on in the worst case scenario where she dies, which she didn't. So next, I'm just going to have to open up a slot. So let's heal up Cherie like this with Rozenciel. And I'm going to try to spread out my characters to kind of avoid, if possible, that darn AoE. So maybe have Lana shift south like this and attack. Have Luna attack. And end turn. Have Liana is going to attack as well, just melee strike. And now there are 14 stacks of Raging Thunder on Thor, so that he can do a high damage Flash Thunder hit before he disappears. There we go. And I'm going to have Narm now. Range attack, then roundabout, and stop him from moving once again. There we go. Breath of Darkness hits everyone but Lana. So that went as planned. So now let's continue. And this turn, it's the single target attack turn of Transcender. So I'm going to have Lana attack like this. Liana is going to cast the Prayer now and restore everyone to nearly the full health. Narm is going to spike from here, the 3 range attack, and end turn here. Okay. Rozenciel can shift back to her original tile. There we go. And then Cherie, strike, Cherie, probably act again. Cherie, Raging Storm. Good enough. And Luna can attain. And there we go. So Transcender single target hit will be targeted at Cherie. The Angels with the 75% magic damage reduction, just laugh it off. So now we're back to the cycle, Cyborg upgrade number 2 now. So, just like before, everyone attacks. And I'm going to have... The only question is whether I have Luna faction buff now or later. Doesn't matter. Attack. I'm going to save the Holy Thunder for the next group. And same with Liana's act again. So holding both in reserve. And Luna will now faction buff. And finally Rozenciel will Mass Crystal Heal in preparation for the Cyborg summons. So, repeating the cycle. Double AoE, Crystal Healing. The 2 spawn characters this time are Luna and Narm. So I have to probably crush Luna first, is what I'm thinking. Or knock Narm. Actually, I can probably crush Narm. If I smash Narm... Let's give it a try. Trigger act again. Second strike. Small chunk of hit points. That's annoying. Alright, let's have Rozenciel get the finish. Wow, Rozenciel nearly died there. Doing that. Those crappy ass soldiers. Anyways, but she didn't die. That's the most important thing. So, Narm is now unlocked. I guess I'll have Lana strike first. Get rid of those Holy Pegasi. That way... I can act again. I guess Cherie. And if Cherie strikes Luna, not doing all that much. Annoying. It's because Narm's out of range due to the soldiers she's bringing. But oh well, that's fine. You do what you can. So line attack, Rule of Fate. Wind God Realm on the Luna, followed by faction buff. Good. So she doesn't attack. Alright. So I get a second opportunity to kill her, basically. And it has to be the physical attackers. Right? So I think at this point I'm going to have the miracle up. Like, there is no real choice but to do this. And then that way Narm has enough mobility to run over and strike Luna. And maybe back off. Because the next is Breath of Darkness. So yeah, let's have Cherie move to fight Transcender again. Act again. And continue to slam attacks into Transcender. The Sky Archers were a bad idea. Anyways, I'm going to have to unlock. So we'll finish off that way. And Luna has Wind God Realm to trigger. And she can... This is a corrosion tile, which is unfortunate, but she shouldn't have an issue staying healthy. So we're good. Breath of Darkness. Alright. Let's get the characters into their attack positions. Like this. It's more finding a good attack position for Lana. That's the issue. Because I want to be close to Rozenciel. So probably up here for now. Take advantage of the Wind God Realm. Oops, I forgot to trigger Liana's AoE here. So I'll do it now. Or maybe I can have Luna faction buff first. Then trigger it. Just meant Cherie was dealing out a little bit less damage than she should have. So there we go. So single target strike turn for Transcender. It'll target Cherie. And the battle continues. So single target hit from Lana. Single target hit from Narm. Strike from Cherie. And then act again. Interesting. Strike again. Luna will strike. And then turn. Liana will just wait and keep Luna healthy. And Rozenciel has to cast Mass Crystal Healing because we're on Cyborg 3. So it looks like Liana for the first, Narm for the second. But this is easier because I have access to Thor. So let's drop him. And then where do I place the hammer of thunder? Probably right. You know what? Let's do it right here. Or, yeah, because I want to damage Liana. Want to read. Alright. So. Let's probably kill Liana first. And I'm gonna send like everyone over. Because I need to make sure it dies. Go. They'll affect both Luna and Cherie, but they're both super tanky against magic attacks, so I don't really care. I can act again. Cherie now. So this turn, I have to be a little bit careful about the Rule of Fate attack, right? The line attack that he launches. So I'll just have to keep that in mind. Alright. Let's have Cherie knock Narm back with one attack. She'll trigger Ambitious Princess to do a second strike. And down goes Narm. Perfect. So here is where I now gotta figure out how to position to avoid getting seriously damaged by that line attack. Because if you have two characters in line, it only does 30% increased damage to the furthest of the two. But when three characters in a line, the third character is a guaranteed dead character. So if he moves up here and launches a line attack, I'm screwed. If I put myself here, for example, he can move over here and line attack, and I'm also screwed. So let's just place Narm maybe... yeah, the placement will be clutch here. So if I have Narm maybe strike here and just run back, he's totally out of it. And if I place Rozenciel here, she's also safe. So yeah. Fates, knockback. Liana gets a bunch of damage, that's fine. Alright. So I guess Cherie will move over here for now and strike. I'm going to have to start surrounding on corrosion tiles, it looks like. But what can I do? Roll with it. I'll debuff with corrosion now. Luna already has corrosion. So maybe I'll just wrap her around here and let Rozenciel be the one to get corrosion instead. Because the healers are far less of an issue, I think, with having it. Okay, and this is the turn of Breath of Darkness, but who cares? Oh crap! I was supposed to have Thor attack first! Oh no! Now Thor doesn't even get an attack. Because I surrounded all the tiles. Oh! That's a huge damage hit that I lost. Oh well. So that just slowed down my clear quite dramatically. Right? It would have been probably half of this health. Regardless, the battle must continue. Let's start with Miracle here. And I'm going to also add a Prayer from Liana, given all the corrosion effects my characters have. So I just extended the battle unnecessarily. Wind God Realm and Faction Buff.
行動スタート。一人も逃しません。消えなさい。
14% left though.
ターゲットは
Alright. So we are actually on Cyborg Upgrade 3.
ターゲットは
Oh crap! That was not good. Because everyone's supposed to move into Rozenciel's range for this turn. Oh no. Let's see what I can do. If I place Narm here and attack, she can roundabout over here, so I can still do it. Okay, good. So we're still good.
行動スタート。
Let's have Liana heal Luna up first before she attacks.
そして準備完了。
There we go. This would have already been over if I had the Thor attack, but
レーゲンブルクです。
it is what it is.
のために
So it ends up being a little bit longer.
超越の力には何者も匹敵せん。
1,
超越の力には
Cyborg 2,
何者も匹敵せん。
Lana, and
ターゲットは
Narm this time around.
何何
Okay,
命令を何何
so let's look. I'm guessing I crush. Wow. Narm has lower stats
ご命令を行くわよ
than Lana does. That's kind of crazy. Okay, then I'll crush Narm first.
はいこれが
That makes an
私の
easy
信
choice.
じる心ですターゲットは行くわよターゲットは準備完了
Narm falls.
超越の力には何者も匹敵せん。
Once again, gotta be careful with positioning.
わかりました
Like,
私がはいどうしましたわかりました
okay, what I will do is I'm going to
レーゲンブ
move
ルクです水晶の帝
and
国
heal
の
like
敵を倒すの
this
です
to start. And then I'm going to
わ
have
かりました
Narm shift here and range attack to weaken Lana. And then she's gonna place herself into this tile. And she's gonna place herself here to block. So the Rule of Fate will hit
超
these
越
two
の
and knock
力
them
には
to the left.
何者も匹敵せん。
Luna chooses to target.
何何
Luna was the target and she doesn't die, so it works out. And Cherie will wrap around, attack, heal up, trigger act again, I think, or not.
はい
Oh, she can't because she's between two enemies.
行動スタート私はい ター
And
ゲットわかりました
Narm will range attack. And just end turn here, I guess.
ターゲットははい人
Let's just heal up
そして
my Luna as best as I
ターゲッ
can.
トは行動スタート
And have Luna finish off Lana.
超越の力には何者も
This
匹
healing
敵せん。
debuff sucks, but I was gonna get it anyways, so who cares? Now Lana is free to attack again. And it's down to 2% on the Transcender.
私が
That
レーゲンブルクです
got a bit rough, I have to say.
水晶の
But the battle will be done
帝
next
国
turn.
の敵を倒すのです
Extending it the battle
超越の
made
力
it
には
much more
何者
complex.
も匹敵せん
That's what I saw. But regardless, there's the Lana strike.
行くわよ。どうしました？ご命令を。
I guess I'll just prayer here
人、思考、そ
to
して
heal everyone up again.
行くわよ。
And then the smash down will finish off Transcender. So there we go. Bit longer than it should have been. It's like 7 minutes longer, but that is the clear method. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.